Sharad, are you ready? Sharad,
Yes.
you can start now.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Good evening, everyone. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. Hello and welcome to this webinar organized by STEMS Welfare Foundation. I am Sharad Mishra, your host for the event. First of all, I would like to thank each and everyone present here for their participation. Now, I would like to give a brief introduction of our organization. Self SEMS Welfare Foundation is a not-for-profit entity established to work in the areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development, livelihood generation and employability, health research and cultural, environmental production, or any other similar sector. We promote healthy lives, balanced and active communities, and strong businesses. It allows the to volunteer member to concentrate their energies and effort on long-term goals. The topic for today's webinar is professional etiquette and non-verbal communication for businesswomen. And to deliver the topic, we have with us Ms. Meenu Goyal. Ms. Goyal is a certified trainer and emotional speaker. She has conducted many sessions on gender sensitization, consent, and boundaries at workplace in various organizations. She has also led various sessions on motivation, soft skill, and mental health. We welcome you, ma'am. Before we start, let me tell you about some important top points. You are supposed to keep your mic mute during the webinar. If you have any question, feel free to type it in the chat box and I will bring them up at the end. The feedback form will be shared at the end of the event. Please fill it within 6 hours. Now I would request Ms. Meenu Goyal, ma'am, to continue with the event and enlighten us with the knowledge. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sharad. Thank you so much for your kind words. So, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? So, for the benefit of you all, I would like every one of you to be active on the chat so that if I ask any of the question in between, be ready to answer them. Right? So, this session has specially been formed by the SEMS group for the benefit of the business etiquette. You are professionals, or if you are the college students, you would be moving ahead with the corporate career, or would you like to be the entrepreneur? So there are few do's, few don'ts, right? That would be required by each and every one of us to behave in a certain way. As Sharad has rightly said, happiness is the key, right? So to have us all in a common platform, there are some etiquette, some professionalism, some mannerism that we will be talking about. Even when we talk about the non-verbal communication. So it is not always necessary that we have to talk through a mouth, through words, but there are different ways of speaking to express our ideas or thoughts. So I, Meenu Goyal, welcome you on this beautiful session of business etiquette and nonverbal communication, specially designed by SEMS Group for you. So I'm sharing my screen. From there, we will move ahead. I hope my screen is visible to everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for confirmation, Pooja. So there are certain set of rules that I just discussed about the corporate world, or if you're planning to move ahead with the entrepreneurship or with the corporate lifestyle, you need to follow certain set of rules. So what are they? So let us quickly have a look at a video. Give me a second. I'll just reshare by sharing the sound as well. And you'll be understanding lot many things what we need to do. Because of all these, we will be understanding better.
Hello.
நம்ம தலைவர் மாதிரி இதே சத்தியம் தியேட்டர்ல நம்ம பேனரும் வரணும்.
I love you.
இது crime.
யார் செட் ஆவா யார் கரெக்டா இருப்பான் நீங்க உங்க வேலையை மட்டும் பாருங்க.
ஐயோ பாத்துட்டா.
So guys, there were some good manners, some bad manners. So I would like you to write it down in the chat box. What are the things that you have observed were wrong? Quickly. Everybody can write down what they observed were wrong. I hope everybody has seen this video carefully and observed two types of manners, two types of etiquettes. The professionalism. Few of them were wrong and few of them were right. All right, so quickly write it down in the chat box so that it can be a review. However, to start off with, what are etiquettes? You saw that few were wrong and few of them were right. Right, so etiquette is the demeanor or code of conduct to be followed in a given cultural environment. Everywhere you go, you have to follow certain code of conduct, certain mannerism. You have to behave in a certain way. That is known as etiquette. So every place, every organization, every culture has its own etiquette. But overall, the etiquette is the universal with certain characteristics and qualifications that run across all people like a common thread. Right? So these are etiquettes which were missing in the last video for two of the employees. And what is the impact of etiquettes in today's life? These are few of the pointers that I've pointed out for you, especially. That impact is knowing how to behave appropriately in a given situation. Every situation is different and you need to know how to behave. It protects the feelings of others. Communication needs to be very clear. Enhancing communication by breaking down the barriers. Like the one instance where the one female was talking to the boss and the other was just standing above them and gossiping. Right? So you need to take care of these. You need to understand the feelings of others at the given area. You need to have that certain rule, certain code of conduct to behave differently in a different environment. You must have seen that even at your home. When some of the guests arrive, you are expected to behave in a certain way. Similarly, in all the organization, in all the workplaces, you are allowed to behave in a certain way so that it will enhance your status at work. In any working situations, you are perceived as more capable, more professional, and more intelligent. If you are familiar with the proper code of conduct, you will be highly appreciated. You will be respected. And it will give a best impression. And as we all know, first impression is the last impression. So when you meet anybody, your first impression will be, creating a good or the bad impression on the other party. So the first 5 to 7 seconds after you meet someone are very important. So please use it to make it the best one, the positive one. So as we have just told that what is business etiquette? And when we are talking about etiquette in business, in the professional life, it has turned out to be a business etiquette. Right? So business etiquette is an expected behavior for different individual action within society, within group, within colleagues. Unfortunately, when it comes to know how we treat one another, some people don't even know the rules, and this can lead to challenges, upsets, and miscommunication. So we'll be learning about the business etiquettes how to develop a polished image along with the trustworthiness. We all need business etiquettes. So what are important business etiquettes which are very, very essential? First is email etiquette, because in professional life, you need to drop down emails to a different stakeholders, different parties. Dining etiquettes, if you're having lunch, dinner, you must know the dining etiquettes. Telephone etiquettes. Most important because most of the things are there on the call. Office etiquettes, meeting etiquettes, and how to give your business card. These all etiquettes, these are the certain set of rules that we'll be talking about, all these 6 pointers. So let us start with the email etiquettes. How many of you think that email etiquette or understanding about email etiquettes is most important? If you think it is yes, type down yes in the chat box. Chat box is open for you. You can write it down yes if you think email etiquette is necessary. So email etiquettes are the rules of emails involving because of an increased use of email, as well as the advent of new technologies. You all understand that to be professional, to be efficient, and to protect from the liability, we need to write email to different parties, to the seniors, to the vendors, to the stakeholders, and even to search a job. Nowadays, we need to send the resume. All is done through an email. So what does an email should contain? Email should be appropriate. Bullet points should be there. It could be editable. Language has to be absolutely simple with the correct English. You should plan before what you need to write, then proofread it. Subject line has to be very, very apt. What is written down in the main content, so that if the subject line is clear and concise, people will read about it. And the tone should be very polite, very clear. See, that was a pasteurization form. If I would like to tell you, or you can also read it down in the screen, that you have to be brief and to the point. Use proper spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Personalize the mail to create bonding with the reader. Avoid using BCC and CC unnecessary. Until and unless you want to copy down that, then only use CC. And BCC is used only when we do not want to show whom we are writing. Or if we are doing bulk emails, then also we can use BCC. But avoid. Use templates for frequently used responses. The subject matter should be simple, specific, short, and identity yourself. It should not be like compound sentences, right? A big sentences with and, but. The receiver should be in a position to identify its source and the objective. Never type the content in the capital letters, as that indicates that you are shouting at others. Right? You should know that the first letter should start with the capital followed by the small. Right? So proofread it before you send. Do not do reply to all until and unless you see that all the address, whatever is written there, you are sending that mails to all of them. Follow proper alignment and the margin on the left side. Write the content in the simple, straight, and the short manner. Keep attachment to the minimum and mention your attachment in the content. Take care of abbreviation and emotions, like we do it on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is informal way of communicating. So Do not write abbreviation. Take care with rich text and messages. Use active voice instead of passive voice. And at the end, you may conclude with regards, or with best wishes, followed by your signature. These are few of the important points that needs to be taken care when writing an email. All right, so let us just see this video and let us understand about these second pointers that we will be discussing.
Hey, Joe, what are you doing?
Oh, hey, I lost my cell phone and I'm hoping someone around here finds it.
You mean the new one you just got?
Yeah, and it's odd because I was just using it all day yesterday and now it's gone. I've looked everywhere.
That's too bad. I remember seeing you use it a bunch. Did you try to backtrack to figure out where you had it last?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see. I know I had it yesterday morning at Mr. Brown's funeral.
Friends, on this sad day, it's important that we not spend time mourning a death, but instead concentrate on celebrating the life of the company's former president, Oscar M. Brown. As we know, Oscar, a man from the small town of Bacon Rind, Oklahoma, was an incredibly caring and gentle and compassionate man who never missed an opportunity to...
Hey, sorry about that.
Well, I remember yesterday about noon you were using your phone in the lunchroom.
Yeah, that's funny stuff. Hey, I got another story for you. You got time? Good. Well, what? Hey, hello? Whoa, we must have a bad cell connection. Phil, can you hear me? Hello? Hey, tell you what, I'll just talk louder. How's this? All right, you can hear me now? Okay, good. Right. Okay, so anyway, after bowling, we'll go ahead and meet up with Steve and David, and then we'll go get some Thai food.
Joe, I remember you had your phone during the staff meeting and Karen's presentation late yesterday afternoon.
So in conclusion, let me sum up the points and bring all this data together. What do all these numbers mean for the future of Lincoln Financial and our market share for premium services? The most important issue is,
Yeah, this is Joe. Oh, hey, sweetheart. How you doing? Yeah, sure. No, I haven't done it yet. Oh, hey, can I call you back? Yeah. All right, me too. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's see. So I had it late yesterday. Well, I guess that's when I must have lost it.
Hey, Joe, you notice any themes developing as we try to backtrack your cell phone usage?
Huh? What do you mean, themes?
think back about how each story involving your cell phone ended.
Oh, yeah. All right, I think I see where you guys are going with this.
This what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Joe, your coworkers and people who truly care about you decided it was time for a cell phone intervention.
Okay. All right, message received, you guys. I understand what you're talking about now. Yeah, I'm sorry about all that. It's pretty obvious that I did need to be a little bit more careful on how my cell phone was used in the office. Man, I can't believe I was so dense. Hey, listen, everyone. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to turn over a new leaf. Hold on.
Right, we all know all right. Right, so mobile phones. Everybody is carrying a mobile phone. So phone etiquettes are the essential part of the business etiquettes as well. How to use, when to use. You must have seen it in the video that phone was ringing. phone was ringing unnecessarily everywhere where it should not be. So you should avoid the phone to be on the ringing mode. It should be in the silent mode if you are carrying your mobile phone in the meetings or where the people are there. Right? So today's mobile have become both boon and a bane. So avoid strange ringtones. People put ringtones or songs which is very loud and which is not as per the situation. So if you forget to switch the silent mode on before a meeting, don't make it worse with a bad ringtone. People find it noisy. Think about your ringtone. What does it say? If you're embarrassed by your ringtone in certain situation, it is a wrong choice. So try again. Right? So it's not proper to talk over the phone when important discussion or in meeting is in progress. After the completion of the meeting, the call can be attended as unattended calls are reflected in the headset. We all can see the missed call and we can definitely call them back. So marketing calls also come frequently and it also disturbs. So these are unsolicited calls. So we should avoid taking it up, or we can also put them into DND, do not disturb. And when you have taken up a call by mistake, just say, I'll call you back or I'll get back to you. Do not engulf yourself in decisions or discussions. So telephone etiquette refer to the principle of behavior that one should use while in a meeting or with the peer group or at any other important place. Right? Identify yourself when making a call, then confirm whether he's looking for the concerned person or not. Address the caller by his name in a courteous manner. Keep the conversation brief and never be impatient. Do not shout on phone. Do not use harsh language. Listen carefully. Do not interrupt. Do not eat, chew, or drink anything while speaking. If you wish to put the caller on hold, request his permission to do first. These are very, very basic courteous manners, and we all should follow this. Not only in professional life, but in the daily life as well. If the concerned person is not there, and if the caller provides the information to pass on, then note down on a piece of paper or a notepad and make it accessible and reachable to him. Ensure that your voicemail system is working. Close the conversation with the appropriate salutation. Do not just hang up. In case of missed calls, return the call with a reasonable period of time. If someone calls you by mistake, inform the caller politely that he has reached the wrong number. Right? Do not unnecessarily shout, scold, or say wrong words. This is quite a difficult situation, managing angry callers. So, listen to them carefully, with patience, right? Why they are shouting at you, what is their problem, before you shout at them. So, you do not need to act the same way that the other person is doing. Listen to their problem carefully with patience. Do not interrupt them. Let them finish the whole thing first. And do not say you are wrong. Empathize, because they are facing some issues. They are facing some problems. So let them complete it. Once they complete it, investigate. Think about it. Why? What is the complaint all about? What is the problem that needs to be solved? Right? Tell them the process of solving that issue. And do not misguide, do not mislead them. Call them back when you have the solution, or ask the appropriate person to call them back with the solution. And the feedback is very important. So now the next topic, the meeting etiquette, which is most important point even during the time of interview. Right? So meeting etiquettes refer to the principle of behavior that one should use while having a business meetings. Avoid swear words and vulgar references. I swear by you. People live in a habit. Poor communication skills. These are not professional, right? So avoid personal questions during first meeting. Whoever gets the door first should open it and hold it for others. Turn off your cell phone, except voicemail and text messaging. Now the non-verbal communication, which is equally important. In the meet, after the meet, whenever anybody is doing the handshake, develop a comfortable handshake and keep it consistent. Do not, hold it too tight. Do it with the authority, with the above hand. If we do it like this, it means we are not in the power. We are not in the authority. So generally like this, and we do it this way, right? And it should be firm. It should not be too hard. So handshakes are very vital during the meetings also. Should be there for 2 to 3 seconds, not more than that. That you have hold the hands for a long time and doing this. Do not shake it much. It is max for 2 to 3 seconds. It should not be too hard, too soft, and it should be an up-down motion. Right? Similarly for the eye contact. When you are talking to somebody, there should be eye contact, not staring, but the eye contact with a smile, with respect. So eye contact increases the trust. It shows confidence and good interpersonal skills. It also shows respect, because we all are adults here and we know through the eyes, through the smiles, through the handshake, which person is doing what, right? So we all can judge. So eye contact shows respect for the person and the trustworthiness. Dining etiquettes. I know many of us, in fact, do it bit wrong. So to impress your guest or to impress yourself first, instead of impressing others, we need to impress ourselves. So dining etiquettes refer to the principle of behavior that one should follow while using a business meal with colleagues. I have put it as a chart so that you know where to put what. Though this is being done by the office boy, however, a big plate, a dinner plate, and a soup ball is kept at a particular level. Then glass or the other glass, wine glass, water glass are kept separately. Fork, spoon, right? Then the butter knife, everything has to be placed at a different position. It is not that we can keep one thing over the other and just keep it on the table. There is a particular set of rules. Similarly, there is a set of rules to eat. Be on time. Do not, wait to sit until the host or the host indicates the seating arrangement. Stand up on the right side of the chair and enter from the left. Put your napkin in your lap. Decide on your menu selection quickly. Never order the most expensive item. If given the chance, what would you like to have? We will see as per the rate card. So it is always advisable not to order the most expensive one. Wait for all the people to be served before starting your food. Know which silverware to use with which food. Wait until everyone has been served before you begin to eat. Right? And generally pass food to the right. Not like this. All right. Coming to the office etiquettes is a code that governs the expectations of social behavior in a workplace. Help others, be a team. Phone should be on the silent mode. We should be always punctual. We should dress decently, and we should be always ready. All right. So show healthy respect for colleagues, experience, and expertise. Leave your personal life at the front door. When you have reached the office, you have to be professional. Inquire about the proper way to respond to co-workers, supervisors, and clients. You should know how to talk, how to communicate with a different set of people as per the hierarchy. Be timely, means be punctual. Arrive to work and meeting on time. Complete work assignment on time. And never go over the head supervisors without telling him or her first. Appear as professional as possible. Being well groomed and clean is essential. Adapt a can-do attitude. Do not look into the way that, oh, what is the work? I cannot do it. Right? Accept challenges and display creativity. That is in demand. You have to show that you are valuable and you can do as per the supervisors. Be flexible and remain flexible. Implement change. You gain a reputation as a cooperative employee. If you're helping others, if you're accepting challenges, if you're professional, if you're on time, if you're dressed well, if you're respecting others, if you're communicating in a well manner, this all the points shows that it is a healthy environment. You are showing respect and you are ready to learn and grow. How to give business card? We can just take it out from the pocket and give it? No. So there is a certain set of rules to hand over the business card. Business cards are also known as visiting cards. If you have the business card, it is always advisable that you should carry one. It should be in a good shape and updated. It should not be crumbled. It should not have lines, wrinkles, right? It should not be dirty. It should be available. If you are going anywhere, it should be available with you. And be selective about distributing. It is not that you are carrying the visiting card and you're giving to everyone who needs it and who do not need it. So you should understand whom to give. Present it in the appropriate time and manner. Exchange it with the right hand only and with the both hands like this. All right. Make a point of studying it before putting it to your card holder. If anyone is giving you a card, just make sure that you have read it and put it into the card holder so that you know when to use. Right? This is to display that the handshake, as I've told you, taking control means authority. It means if you are putting your hands from the upper side, giving control is always, the side, and shaking hands like professional. So again, your thumbs should be up. Right? This is the best way to shake hands. Seating position, again, very, very crucial. And most of us does it wrong. Right? See, the first person on the screen is leaning. Right? Not this. But yes, with the shoulders, with the neck in the appropriate distance. There are 3 ways that I've shown you on the screen. One is the way you are sitting in a casual style. When we have got one foot over the other and we are waiting for somebody, it means we are judging. And the way the third man is sitting behind the chair, right, with the cross foot. It means Either he is very arguing, debating mood, right? Not ready to accept things as they are. So there, as per the seating arrangement, as per the way we sit, we can judge people. So it is always advisable to have the correct position and the postures. When we say that we should have the, the backbones correct, otherwise we'll have a pain in the neck or at the back. Why people are facing problems nowadays? When we are working in the office for a long hours, we say that we tend to have the backache. We are having lower back pain. We are having neck pains, right? We are having the thoracic muscles up. Why? It is because the wrong postures. So you should understand your postures and sit accordingly. Dress code. How many of you think is very important for the professional life to dress smart and dress as per the situations? In office, we have to dress formals. There is a particular dress code. We cannot go in shorts. We cannot go in slippers. We cannot go in Crocs. Right? Every office, every organization has got a certain rules of dressing up. That the girls cannot wear dresses above knee length. They cannot wear a dress which has got a bulging neckline. Right? They cannot wear backless. Similarly, for boys, they cannot go in shorts. They cannot wear t-shirts on Monday morning. Right? So there is a certain set of rules that the men and women, boys and girls, both have to follow. You have to wear smart. Either we tend to say that do not wear loud colors, never wear gaudy accessories like heavy earrings, neck pieces, bracelets. We are here to work and we should avoid all these. Wear neat and clean clothes, ironed properly. And it should not too loose that it is looking like you have asked somebody and wore it. Or it should not be too tight. It should be as per your fittings. It could be salwar kameez, it could be suit, it could be smart trousers. For females, it could be sari, even it could be skirts as per the organization and as per your career options. For boys, yes, shirt and a trouser with the tie. If you want to carry a blazer, it is obviously good. If few of the organizations, ask that on Sunday or if you're working on Saturday, you can wear casuals. Then at that time, you can wear, sports shoes or jeans and a t-shirt. So let us just see this video and have a look at it.
The Martins broach the very core of human relationships with a sense of humor.
Heads up, everyone! As you all know, Brad and Susie are getting married soon, and we're taking up a collection for their wedding rings. Be awfully good of you all to help out. Frank?
Brad and Susie? Brad and Susie from accounting? No, Brad and Susie from HR. Are they getting married? Actually, I heard they're having an island wedding. I definitely did not get invited to that wedding. No, we did not.
Linda! What are you, hiding?
No, I'm working.
Come on, $15 for Brad and Susie.
$15?
$15. What's $15?
Money?
Come on, Scrooge, cough it up.
Perhaps I could help.
Miss Manners?
How do you do?
I was going to ask you how you did that, but I think I'd rather get to my actual question.
Excellent idea.
I find it impolite and unholy to ask fellow employees to pay for a gift that should come from your own heart. I regularly give to charities, and even buy things I don't want when they're sold for a cause. May I please decline?
What? You're not willing to buy your colleagues their wedding rings. Have you no heart? Surely they need more than just rings. Why don't you organize a major fundraising drive? Better yet, why don't you learn how to say a polite no to outrageous requests? Linda, you can always say,
Huh?
I appreciate the opportunity, but I already give to the needy.
Miss Manners minds your business, responds with her trademark wit to a host of thorny workplace behavior questions, will diffuse modern workplace dilemmas. With sparkling wit and contrarian wisdom, the Martins are intrepid, practical, and always humane as they tackle common workplace hazards.
Right? So
The Martins
we
press
need to
the-
follow the rules, certain set of rules, which are very important. We cannot just go and ask anything, and we cannot just lean over any desk. That is inappropriate. If somebody is sitting at the cubicle, there is a particular way, either knock, right, and ask a permission. Do not just go, take your phone and start roaming in the office. That is not allowed. That is not a manner. That is not a behavior. Similarly, if there is a birthday, you can send a text in the group rather than just going and, asking everybody at the bench. Whoever is going or whoever wish to give anything, then it is their choice, not the way they are forcing. So I hope everybody has got to know few things which are essential for today in behaving in the official life as well as in the personal life too. To behave well, to grow in the organization, to grow themselves from within. It is the most important requirement of the day. The etiquettes that we need to follow, the certain set of rules that we need to follow, right? So with this, thank you everyone for being such a nice and a calm listener. Over to you. If you have any questions, I'm there waiting to answer for you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sharon,
ma'am.
over to you.
It was indeed pleasure having you. Now we have some questions to be answered.
Yes.
Drop your questions in the chat box.
Ma'am, I will request you to please answer this question, like how to groom ourselves, because I think grooming is very important. So can you give us some tips to groom ourselves so that our personality may enhance?
Very nice, Pooja. Thank you for the questions. Yes. See, grooming is the essential part. However, we should know the basic manners, right? If we are talking about the female grooming and male groomings are quite different. When we want to enhance ourselves, when we want to groom ourselves, we should know that the nails are in a proper shape. It should not be too long. It should not be, nail bitten. If you have put the nail paint on one nail, you should make sure that the nail paint is there in all the 10 fingers, including thumb. It should not be that way that half of the nail paint has gone and half of the nail paint is there. You should comb properly, whether you are tying your hair or you are letting it loose, right? You should look good. You should feel comfortable rather than, just doing it again and again and putting your hairs like this and that. It looks awkward. So make sure that whatever style you have made, you are comfortable in that and you do not need to put your hands back again and again, right? Do not put over makeup. It should look good. if you're doing over, then it is visible to everybody, right? It should be as per your skin type. You can't put dark lipsticks while going to office. Even if you're talking about lipstick, it should be as per the skin tone. What is there? What suits you on your skin type? And in office, not too loud. Red color, strictly we say no. Right? So light color, any brownish shade or any light pink shade can be applied. Right? Similarly, dress code, we have talked about footwears. It is very important, fit footwear needs to be carefully chosen, because we will be there in office and even outside, that it has to be, wore for 8 to 9 hours, and it has to be comfortable enough, right? You can't wear slippers. It should be as per your dress. Okay. Then dress, it has to be appropriate. Whether you are wearing trousers, whether you are wearing denim, if it is allowed in your office, whether you are wearing skirt or whether you are carrying a salwar kameez or a suit, kurti with leggings, it should be as per your style. It should be, means your body part should not be visible. However, to just mention it, no deep necks, no backless, right? It should maintain dignity. And deos or perfume, whatever you are wearing, whatever you are putting, it should not be too heavy that people from a distance should say, hey, Pooja, what you have worn? It is too, the fragrance is too loud. So it should be light enough, which should feel that if anybody is doing handshake with you, they should feel, oh, Pooja, it is a nice fragrance. Which one is that? Can I have one? Right? So it should be that way for females. And if we are talking about males, yes, males, grooming is equally important. Combing from hair properly. We need to have a proper hairstyle or a proper haircut. No hair should be there on the face. You should be clean shaved. Rather, if you are carrying that shave with you, beard with you, it should be properly trimmed. If you're properly, dressing up, hairbands are generally not allowed. But yes, if you're working in any of the IT company, boys generally nowadays putting pony and putting hairbands. If it is allowed in your organization, you can do so. Otherwise, it is not allowed in most of the organizations. Bracelets and bangles and everything, it is not allowed for boys. However, watch and a single decent, what Sikh generally used to wear one bracelet, that silver puja wala, that is allowed. Similarly for females, you can't wear too many bangles, like 24 bangles. It is completely show off until and unless you are newly married. Right? Decently ironed clothes. No loud fragrance of deo or perfume, whatever you are wearing. And dress needs to be apt with the proper shoes. If it is formal office shoes, from Monday to Friday, you need to wear formal shoes rather than sports shoes with the trouser. These are not part. Right? And your skin, if you're not putting anything and it is looking very dry, it looks very odd. So in winter especially, it is always advisable to carry a skin cream. After hand wash, you can just put something so that your skin looks neat and tidy. All right. You are on mute, Pooja.
Hello, yes, ma'am. Am I audible now? Yeah. So, ma'am, the next question is is dining a necessary when we are out in a conference?
I'm so sorry, Pooja. Your voice is very low.
Ma'am, the question is dining are necessary when we go out for conferences?
Yes, it is the mandate part because, we are in a group of the professional, right? And everybody wishes to eat with the people who have the dining etiquettes. It is not like one is eating with the fork and another one is eating with the rice and dal mixed together and having it with hand, right? So we should know or we should learn the dining etiquettes if we are going out for the conferences. We should put the napkin on the lap. We should arrange the food plate, the main plate, and then the chapati plate on the side with the fork, knife, or the spoon there with the glass of water, right? And eat slowly chew your food properly and do not discuss things, right? Eat your food and then you can have a discussion. So dining etiquettes are very, very important part in professional life.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the next question is like, should we shake our hands to higher authorities like the CEO of the company, or we just have to like wish them good evening or good afternoon, or we can shake the hands?
Pooja, it is always advisable to shake the hands, whether it is the founder of the organization, CEO, or the director level, because it shows the bonding, it shows the confidence and your respect towards others, right? But the way we shake hands is equally important, right? If you're talking, if you're shaking the hand with the founder of the organization or the director or the CEO, your hand should be straight rather than up, because if you're doing the up handshake, it means you are on the authority. However, the authority is on the other side, right? So there is a way of shaking hands, but always shake hands to show the respect. Whether you are saying good morning, so you can shake hands and say, good morning, sir, how are you doing? So it will create a bond.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you so much. I hope all the questions are cleared out and answered very nicely.
Excuse me,
And
ma'am.
thank you for the knowledgeable session. Over to you, Sharad.
Thank you. With this, we have come to an end of the event. I would request everyone to open their camera so that we could take a group photograph. It is done. Pooja,
Yeah, it is done.
before leaving, please fill the feedback form and do like and follow our various social media handles for more updates. The link for same is shared in the chat box. Once again, thank you everyone for making this event success. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
If you want to know more or if you want to have any other sessions, you can get in touch with the SEMS and fill the form, and they'll be connecting it to me and we can answer your questions. So thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend, great life, and God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.